All right, I'd like to welcome everybody. We're going to be getting Asa. Is that how I say it?
Asa.
Asa, let's say it right. Asa, brand new customer, just got enrolled, but he's also interested in the business and making money. So he's going to become an associate. So the first step after getting his order placed, which I helped him do, we placed his order. He ordered the athlete's pack, and now he's coming in and he's going to become an associate. So he's going to come down this big purple box here. He's going to click on it. I'm going to let him do it. He's going to fill out a short form, watch a compliance video, and then you will see he will go from becoming a customer to becoming an associate. It's that easy. There's no charge for that. So I'm going to pause the recording here while he does this, and we'll be right back. Okay, Acid, did I say it right?
Asa, but yeah.
Asa, keep it correcting. I want to get it right. Asa did not have his social security number with him, so he's going to go back and do that later. Asa, while we're here, I want to show you one more thing. Once you are an associate, you come up here under orders, and there'll be a new link up here. It'll say international sponsorship. You don't have to do this right away, but eventually you're going to want to become an international sponsorship. We were talking earlier about opening up South Korea in 2018 and the 15 markets we're in. Right now, you can only do business in the U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico with the membership you have. When you come in here under orders and sign up for the international sponsorship, that opens up your world to everywhere Ice Giants does business. It's $49 a year to have an international business, but it's well worth it. Even if somebody above you place somebody under you that is international, that volume counts for you as long as you've paid the $49. So it's well worth it. Don't have to do it right away. Just make yourself a note. Once you start to see your business growing, you're going to want to become an international sponsor so you get credit for that volume too. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to teamofhope.com. Teamofhope.com is a place that I've set up for brand new people. If you go down to the bottom, up here at the top, just give you a look at it real quick. Teamofhope.com, you want to write that down or bookmark it when you get to your computer. But it's got your schedule of events, what's going on. So Sunday night, 8 o'clock Central Time, we've got a product call. So you can get on there and listen and learn about the product. You can ask questions. We got experts on it. You can ask questions. So if one of your customers or potential customers asks you a question, you say, I don't know, but I'm going to get you the answer. You write down, you give them a call, you ask the question, you get back to your customer, and you answer for them. We've also got websites and things you can go to if you want a little faster answer. That's why you millennials are so quick. You don't wait for this. You just get it right away. We'll give you that website in a minute. Sunday night, we also have a leadership call for our team. So people are serious about the business. Once a week, we get together on Sunday night. We're not going to do it this Sunday night because it's New Year's Eve. But normally on Sunday nights, we have that call every Sunday night. Link's right here. Every day, Monday through Saturday, we have a healthy happy hour. Where Stan Yago, the guy that showed you his picture earlier, that's a fitness trainer who trained me, he does about a 45-minute every day, Monday through Saturday, where he's teaching about the product and health. That's worth being a member. Just have access to that. It's free. But if you decide that you want to take your health to a new level and you want a trainer, he's the guy I recommend. He's phenomenal. Very affordable. But if you want to, I'll show you some pictures of a guy. Remind me, Noah. Noah is one of the young men he trained, and I'll show you some pictures of him. It'll blow your mind. Monday night and Wednesday night are our Zoom calls. So at 8 p.m., Monday and Wednesday, my mentors I showed you on the presentation we went through earlier, Herman Pettis Spada, they do a Zoom meeting. And if they can't do it themselves, they appoint one of their leaders to do it. They've got 10 people on their team that already become millionaires. And as I told you, they earn multiple $1 million a year residual income. So great leaders and mentors, but they do a Zoom call every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. So that's what you want to kind of gear each week your business to get your prospects on that call. Tuesday night, this week we did a meeting at Dr. Dennis Rodden's office. I'll always keep posted here what's going on, but we also, for those of you that are watching us recording, we share that on Facebook Live. So wherever we're meeting, it's a small home meeting or office. We broadcast that to the whole world on Facebook Live, so anybody can tap into that. We do that every Tuesday night. This Tuesday night, we'll be out in Ladue. It'll be a different location. I'll update this later today once I finalize that. Then on Saturday, one of my favorite calls of the week at 11 a.m., Kwang Soo Shin, who's helping us open up South Korea and mentoring and teaching us, he will be on that call on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Central Time. So the 3 main Zoom calls are Monday night, Wednesday night, and Saturday morning. So throughout the week, we got 3 big opportunities for you to funnel people to. This is pay to morning calls. These are a must if you're serious about building your business. You go to bsetfreelife.com. All right, now once you're on the Be Set Free site, this is going to be your go-to. Between the teamofhope.com and Be Set Free, those are your 2 main sites for building the business. In fact, this video right here at the top here is the one I used to build my business in the beginning. I would send everybody to BeSetFreeLife.com. I'd have them watch this video at the top. That's how I started my business. Since then, I've learned how to use the ISO tools that I showed you and we used, and I like the ISO tools better. And the reason I like it better is when I send somebody to the ISO tools app, I actually get notified on my text and email that somebody's been there and who they are, if they go back. So I kind of know who's interested.
Yeah.
Where with this, I never really knew. So I sent it to them. I didn't know if they watched it or not. With the ISO tools, I actually know if they watch it. Now, first time you're here, you need to become a member. So you're going to click on Get Access. They used to charge, I think it was $60,000 for coaching and consulting. It's included when you're on their team. So it's a tremendous value. Don't take it for granted. I could just log in because I'm already a member, but you're not, so we're going to register you. Okay, so you filled out the registration form. Mark Sinclair, who is the assistant to Herb and Patty Cepeda, twice a day checks that. And so later today you should be approved and able to access the back office. For now, let's go ahead and, well, we'll come back to this. Let's go back to the Team Hope site, down to the bottom. Okay, so what we just did is we joined BeSetFreeLife.com. The morning calls every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day there's a different theme, but those 5 themes are everything you need to know to build your business. So I don't know if you're an early riser, if you got school, or what the deal is, but at 7:30 our time, every day, Monday through Friday, we have these calls. And if you'll discipline yourself to be on those calls, or if you got a class and absolutely can't be on a call, you can listen to the recording. It's so much better being on live because people tend to not do recording. It's just human nature. But if you'll get on those calls, you will learn. I told you people used to pay them. I think it was $60,000 to have them coach them in the past. They offer that to you at no charge, and so people take it for granted. It's worth $60,000. I mean, this can create $1 million business for you. So I encourage you with everything I got to be on these calls and learn. After 90 days of being on these calls, you will be as knowledgeable as anybody in the company. You'll really know how to build your business. So I encourage you to do it. If you got your phone, go ahead and text right now, 95577, and text the word Patty C. They'll put you on their text alert system. That way when they have calls, when they have special calls, when there's special coupons, it's an immediate text alert. And in today's communication environment, that's cool. Then what you need to do is make sure all your people get in the same system so they're getting the same communication. Okay, once you've done that text alert, we're going to come down here, see where it says get plugged in now. The most important thing is to get plugged in. So what I've done is your sponsor, Mikkel, when I got him enrolled and trained, I realized that I had not been training people at that level. So I redid my training, and it's right here. So right here, if you go to this Blogspot, click on that link, I redid this based on my training with him. So the top thing is become an associate. We already talked about that. You're going to do that as soon as you get home and get your social security number. You'll become an associate. You do that by hitting a big purple box in the back and fill out the form, and then you're going to watch compliance. It's only a few minutes, but you actually have to watch the whole thing. If you stop early, you'll go to you got to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, that's right.
And the reason for that is it's important. This is a legacy company. We hope to someday be bigger than Johnson & Johnson. So we don't want somebody out there blasting the wrong stuff on social media or hurting themselves or the company's reputation. So we do have you watch the compliance video so you know what's right or what's wrong. Some of the things are petty. You wouldn't think they're important, but they are, so they want to make sure you know. So it's important. I mentioned to you the importance of becoming a global associate. You don't have to do it right away. But make sure you make yourself a note as your team starts to grow. You're going to want to go in and pay that $49. So as people start to come on your team in the UK, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea eventually, Mexico, Colombia. You know, as that starts to, who's going to Colombia? Is it Mikkel's going to Colombia for a missions trip?
Probably.
Yeah, how cool is that in spring? He's going to Colombia. We're in Colombia. I'm like, man, you got to brush up on your Spanish and get us some business down the way down there. But before he goes, he needs to be a global associate or he can't sign this commitment Colombia. So that's it. But it's important, so don't forget, because a year from now, you could have 1,000 people on your team in South Korea, and you're not getting any credit for the volume because you didn't pay your $49 to become a global associate. So it is important. Review the Crystal bonus deadline dates and set goals to achieve yours. We use the roadmap to executive. Once you become an associate in your back office, those dates will appear immediately. You're not an associate right now, you're just a customer. So the dates don't start to become an associate, so they're not there yet. But once you click on a purple box, become an associate, you'll see the dates. Now, there is no time limit to become a consultant. So as you noticed in the presentation, the roadmap, consultant is $50 once you achieve it, but there's no time limit. So however long it takes you, once you become a consultant, that's 2 customers, 1 on your right team, 1 on your left team, and that's your first goal. Until we do that, nothing else matters. Don't be talking about the yachts and the money. Let's focus on becoming a consultant. The next step is manager. You have 60 days from the day you become an associate. So later today, when you become an associate, you got 60 days to do that. Now, some people will ask, well, do I need to become an associate today, or can I wait a couple days? Technically, you could wait a couple days and delay your clock starting, but I don't teach that. That's plenty of time to reach those goals. So I tell you, become an associate right away. So when somebody's ready to sign up, you're ready to go. You can place them on your right or left team, and you're good to go. So again, you could wait a couple days if you want. It'll delay your clock starting. But if you start teaching people that, if they don't go in and change and they forget to change, then they can't build both teams, because customers can only build a team way. They can't put people on the other side. They can't become consultants who are not associates. So I recommend you do it right away. So that'll be 60 days from today. That'll be 120 days from today. That'll be 180 days from today, or whenever you do become an associate. Know what those dates are, and let's make sure we achieve those bonuses. It's money sitting on the table that the company wants to pay you, so let's get it done. So that's the dates for earning the bonuses. I like to put realistic dates of when you want to achieve it. Mikkel became a consultant in his first week in the business. That's a good goal. Now, in the second week, I'm hoping to help you become a consultant and Will become a consultant, which pushes Mikkel up to manager. So in 2 weeks, he's a manager. He earned $250 here. He earned another $200 for helping 2 people become consultants. So that's $450. Plus, he earned the $50 for becoming a consultant. That's $500 in bonuses that he just earned by helping 2 people become customers, become associates, become consultants. Very good one. I want to help you do the same thing and more. So make sure you write those goals down. And then I don't want to just stop at manager. I want to go director and executive. I want to have a roadmap taking you all the way to executive. Once you're an executive, you're a leader, and you're helping me help others. Next is your resources. So in your Isagenix back office, you're going to see resources. Let's just go there real quick so I can show you. These are the resources. Now, as a customer, you don't have access to all the resources you're going to have once you become an associate. When you come back here as an associate, you're going to see your library. So you browse the library. There's incredible training there. Mikkel is one of the best students I've ever had. I mean, the dude must have stayed up all night. I don't know how he did it, but in a week, he knew more than most of my team knows since been 10 months with me. It was amazing. So he went back and watched these videos, I'm sure, and got himself up to speed. I was very, very impressed. Next is tools. There's pads. So tools like this are available to you. In fact, there you can buy. You, Mikkel, Will, you guys can all go together and split a pad, whatever you want to do. But these are nice to have because it gives you a real easy format to follow. And I'll actually give you a few to get you started. And then last is manage your website. This manage your website, I showed you already, but yours is your first and last name, .isagenix.com. That is your website. Well, when you go to manage your website under resources, it'll show you your link. You can add, that's my phone.
Yeah, it's also mine. Also,
Is it Mikkel?
Yeah, it's
being
Mikkel.
Bolas. Hey, I'm excited. I just got to know if I'm a new consultant. So manage your website. You can put your picture back there. You can do a couple different things. It's kind of cool. So take some time in the resources in your back office once you become an associate. You'll see all these tools are available to you. The next most important thing is get plugged in. We did this already. I jumped ahead a little bit. BeSetFreeLife.com. You want to go there, sign up like you did. Next is the Facebook.com, Strengths for Life. Are you on Facebook? I know most of you young guys are on Instagram and all this stuff. You've kind of gone away from it.
I have like a Facebook account. I don't use it much.
Yeah, I know you guys don't. What do you use? Instagram mostly?
Mostly, yeah.
Mostly. You and McKellen, you guys are going to teach me this old dog some good tricks because I know that's where the millennials are at. So if I'm going to help you guys, I want to learn a little bit. Mm-hmm. But humor me a little bit and get on Facebook and friend me, and then I will give you the link. You can actually go to this link in teamofhope.com, go there and like the page, and then let it notify, because that's where we do our Facebook Live every Monday through Saturday. Stan's call at noon. And then also when we do like a home meeting, we'll broadcast those live. So that's a really good link to know. I don't think Instagram has like a lot of Facebook Live right now. So humor me and jump on there. Huh?
It does have a live feature.
Okay, well, you have to teach me that stuff, buddy. Of course, if all of us old people get on Instagram, you guys will move somewhere else. So we get it. We were young once. Teamofhope.com. I mentioned you want to bookmark this. This is going to be your scheduled events, any special things that are going on. I'll always put it there. This training that we're doing right now, I will post this recording on teamofhope.com so others can have access to it. It's a great resource. This is my personal Facebook page. Obviously, you want to connect with me there, so it makes it easy for me to communicate with you. Be on the morning calls. We talked about that earlier. The Zoom meetings, we talk about that every Monday, Wednesday night, Saturday morning. Introduce your new team members to 2 or 3 key leaders that can read from those decisions. So we're going to do that right now. I don't know if he's available, but let's see here. I'm going to call my enroller, Michael Weir. Introduce you. Oh, my goodness. Hold on a second. Pause recording.
Yesterday. Is Will there as well?
No, Will's not here. I'll be doing a launch meeting for Will tonight.
All right. Hey, Mikhail, how are you?
Mikhail is their sponsor. This is ASA.
Okay, Mikhail's not there either?
No, he's not. He's leveraging his time.
Okay. There you go. So, all right. So,
No, I've not done network marketing before.
Okay, well, I can tell you that I have, over 25 years of experience in network marketing on a number of fronts, both giving the startup capital companies that started, consulting for several, putting the CEO in place and one, having my own network marketing company, owning my own network marketing company. So I've had a lot of experience in the industry. I've seen a lot over the last 25 years. I can tell you that for just to get involved with the company and for this to be your first company, you could not have made a better choice with that to a company. This company is a company that's going to be around for the rest of your life. It's something that you can build one time and basically have it pay you a residual income for the rest of your life. Given the fact that out of 100 companies, 95 will go out of business in the first 5 years in business. These guys have been around for 15 years. They'll do $1 billion in business this year. We think that they'll double in the next 3 years, $2 billion. So, you could not have made a better choice with regards to, choosing a company to be able to work with. And I'll also let you know that the team that you're working with, with Chuck and your upline and myself and Plum too, is basically going to be opening up Korea for the company and going up to my sponsor, who is Herbert Data, the number 1 income earners for the company, who are making $3 million here with the company. You definitely, not only have you chosen the right company, but your positioning and the team that you're working with, you could not be in a better position. And so, for that, the rest of it really is up to you. This is a very simple business. It's not an easy business, but it's a simple business. And the business is, just like setting up with an Amazon account, where men would then go into Amazon and be able to buy from Amazon. All you do is you set up people basically with accounts for Isagenix, and when they go in and they buy at prices, you make money. So it's a pretty simple business. It's about how many people you can expose the business to or the products to. And once you expose the product to people, there'll be some will love it. Some won't have success with it because they, for whatever reason, because they don't do it. If they do it and they follow the guidelines for using the product, it'll impact their health dramatically. But it's a very simple business. You basically set people up with wholesale accounts, and then some of those people are going to see the same thing as you saw and say, hey, I want to do this business. I want to make extra money. And those are the people that you really run with and deal with. And if you do that and you stay persistent and you stay consistent and treating this like a business, you can't help but be successful with the company. So I just wanted to welcome you aboard. Looking forward to meeting you in person. I'm looking forward to working with you. Again, congratulations on being part of the team. It's not a Data-Better division.
Thank you.
All right?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Chuck. I appreciate it. Was there any questions that you have?
No, I'm getting all my questions answered pretty well.
All right. I know Chuck's very thorough, so he's incredible. He's an incredible leader. So I appreciate that. And Chuck, thanks for the opportunity to be able to share.
All right,
nice
buddy.
to meet you, Jason.
Thanks, Michael.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, bye. Hello.
Hey, Pete, you're on speakerphone and I'm recording you, so just give you a heads up real quick. You got 2 minutes?
Sure.
All right, I want to introduce you to Asa. He's Mikkel's second customer, which bumped Mikkel up to a consultant this morning. But this sharp young man wants to build a business, and I just want to introduce him to a couple successful people. So I just introduced him to Michael, and I wanted you to welcome him to the team.
Yeah, well, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today? Great, I'm sure you're hanging out with Chuck. You're there from the St. Louis area?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You going to college with
Mikkel.
I can't remember his name. Mikkel.
I go to college here in town, so no, but
Okay.
still going.
Okay, great. Well, welcome to the team. Welcome to the industry. This is your opportunity to, while you're going to college and getting your education, you can build your fortune with Isagenix. And it's a great way to get life started. I wish I would have done it at you guys' age.
Hey,
So,
Pete,
I'm out here go ahead.
I'm not told him your story. Go ahead and tell him where you're at and what you're doing, but tell him your story too, because I think it's very interesting. He's going to run into people that say they don't have time, and you're my time-busting objection person. So tell him your story real quick.
Well, I got out of the service at a young age, didn't go to college, but got into working with power plants, and now I've been doing power plant work for 29 years. I work anywhere from 50 to 70 hours per week, and I've been doing networking, and you do this in your spare time, but my spare time I'm always thinking about Isagenix and who I can talk to, and building a business. I'm out in Southern California right now. Right, Oceanside, and went to LA yesterday, spent the day out, Hollywood area and Venice Beach, and just enjoying life. busy people are the ones that will make you money because they know how to manage their time and they know how to get the most out of it. So, but anyway, that's welcome to the team.
Yeah, thanks.
I just woke up, so sorry about that.
And I know you're on the West Coast, but I just want to take a shot at see if you're available. So thank you, buddy. Appreciate you picking up.
All right, congratulations. Welcome to the team. You're with the right team, the right place, the right time.
Thanks, man. Have a great trip. Be safe coming home.
All right, talk to you all later.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, after those two welcome calls, I just gave Asa, Pete Hamby, and Michael Weeder's phone number. What I want you to do is text them pretty quickly and just let them know, you just spoke to me, and that way they can put you in their phone with your proper name, and that way when you call them on a three-way call, you now have access to the three top leaders on our team. I'll also introduce you later to Kwang Soo Shin. He is the guy who's helping all of us with the Korean aspect of our business. So he's also on the West Coast, so he's up and running hard though. All right, so that's that. The last couple things here. Number 6 is review the new associate guide in the members only area of the Be Set Free Live. Now, again, you're not a member of this yet, but you will be soon. I am, so I'll just take you in here and show you this real quick. I'm pretty sure this is where Mikkel has learned a lot of his stuff too, is back here. Because you get your new associate guide. You've got daily calls. So the calls we do every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the recordings are right here for you. We've got training. So you get your scripts and emails. Everything's here. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's all here for you. So on the new associate guide, getting started, these are the 7 steps to success by the couple that's most successful in the company. So it's important. So take your time, go through these steps, get connected, make your list. I have a list, and I keep a fresh list. So when I ask you to do something, I'm never going to ask you to do something I don't do. So potential customers that I care about. So that's my criteria. Do I care about the person? If I care about them, I'm going to share my strengths with them. Now, if they decide not to do it, that's up to them, but I'm going to share it with them. And so I've made my list that I'm working right now. There's a fresh list to finish up the year and start the new year. So you can see about 4 pages, about 100 people.
Yeah.
Now, those 100 people, I expect to enroll about 10 new customers. That's just my average numbers. Okay. It may be 2 out of 100 people. It might be 20 out of 100. I don't know. But we all have a number, and you need to expose us to how many it takes to get your numbers. Okay. So first thing is get connected, which we've done. I've taught you how to do. And then make your list. Same thing is start using the products and make your own testimony. Nothing going to help you better than gaining some lean muscle to build this business.
Yeah.
I mean, if all of a sudden in the next 90 days you gain an inch in your biceps, it's game on. Your girlfriend will even like it. That'll be cool. Motivation and training calls. I talked to you about that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Super important right there. Practice your scripts and your 3-way calls. Get good at creating interest. In the beginning, just ask people, hey, can I practice? Mikkel was practicing when you said, hey, I'm interested. He's just practicing right now. It works. So just go out there and practice and get better, but use the scripts. Learn how to use the scripts. It's all right there. Put in your own personality, but use the basic context of the script. How to make 5K in 5 weeks. That may or may not interest you. Mikkel was very interested in that, and he's on pace to do it. He's on pace to do it. If you go through these steps in your first 5 weeks, guess what? You're well on your way to achieving that goal. And I can teach you a few other things that'll help you speed that up to where you can make 5K in 5 weeks. We actually have a recording on that and a training. In fact, right here it says click here to watch. I'll make 5K in 5 weeks. So watch that. Now, not everybody's going to want to do that. A lot of people are going to just want to kick the tires, try to get back to another business in 9 days. That's fine. Mm-hmm. They're in the tree, and you're still building under them. And so when they're ready, they've got a ready-built head start. Okay. Build your team and attend events. We have local events here in St. Louis. There are regional events, there's national events. I'll be teaching about those. You're going to want to put some of your earnings aside for taxes because you own your own business now. You don't have an employer doing that for you, so be smart. Don't spend everything you make. Put some aside for taxes. You're going to have tax liability. But you also now have some tax deductions you never had before as a business owner. Your mileage here, some of your meals, some of your cell phone, some of your internet, some things that you're paying for now become tax deductible. You're going to want to get a CPA and pay a little bit for a CPA, a professional. And the reason for that is they're going to help you, first of all, do it legally. Second of all, they're going to get you more deductions than you never get by yourself. And so it's good to be in business for yourself. It's a benefit. That's how the country's set up to encourage entrepreneurship. And so you're going to get some benefits that most people won't have. Responding to objections. Not everybody is going to be positive. And so you need to know how to overcome objections. We're not trying to talk anybody into this. We're not trying to convince anybody. But by the same token, if somebody has a legitimate objection, you need to know how to overcome it. Mm-hmm. If somebody says, well, man, this seems like pretty pricey, costly, and you may get that. What are you going to say? Well, you got to know what to say. What you're going to say is, let's break it down. You know, for the 30-day weight loss system, you're basically looking at 2 meals a day for 28 days, 4 days of fasting. So that's 32 days worth of meals. Let's just do the math real quick. 28 days times 2 is 56 meals, plus 12 fasting days. Not 12 meals you're going to miss while you're fasting. 68 meals that you're replacing with isogenics. What's the average person spend on a meal? They need to figure that out, though. You need to help them figure it out because they don't know. They don't know. Well, I'll tell them, do you ever eat out? Well, sure, I eat Taco Bell. I eat here. What do you spend when you go there? And they're going to find out the average is, $5 to $10, depending on what they eat. Okay, so that times how many meals that when you eat home, how much you spend groceries. Help them figure out what they're spending on a monthly basis. Because people are not used to buying their groceries once a month. They're used to buying it throughout the week, every week. And so $50 here, $50 here, $50 here. By the end of the month, they spend a certain amount of money. When you compare that to what they spend on isogenics, most people save money getting the good nutrition from isogenics. But help them analyze that. If they very budget oriented and they don't spend a lot now, they may end up spending a little more on isogenics. Then you got to help them understand the value of getting good nutrition versus the junk most people are currently eating. So that's one of it. Another objection is time. Man, I'm busy. I got 2 jobs, I got family, I got ministry, I got this, I got that. Like Pete Hamby said, busy people want to look for because they know how to get things done. And so you basically just teach them how to leverage their time. You use the example of the movie or the restaurant, referrals. And can you imagine 2-5 years from now when you're getting paid on stuff that's happening all over the world that you started now, but you have nothing to do with anymore, but it's just through your referral network and you're getting paid on it. Can you do that in your job? Can you do it with a career you're looking? No, you can't. So invest some time now. It doesn't have to be a lot of time, but invest some time now on a consistent basis to build your network, to create residual income that can give you more time in your future to do what you want to do. And then there are other objections that people come with. So learn a few basic objections and how to overcome them. Because people aren't trying to be negative. They just don't know. You know, our inclination is to have fear and doubt and skepticism. It's our job to understand enough to help them get over that and make a good decision. Now, if they still want to say no, by all means, I have people tell me no. It's like, hey, God bless you. I'm going to be doing this. If you change your mind, you know, you get a hold of me. But I'm moving on. I'm not going to let one person tell me no, stop my business. So important to learn how to overcome objections. And last is you just start again at number 1 with new people. And so as I'm starting you, I'm helping you go through those 7 steps as I've gone through. And every new person will go through these 7 steps. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Get started. Have a launch meeting. Will was just in your seat yesterday getting set up. And he's like, man, I can get people together this weekend. I said, well, normally that would be good, but this weekend it's New Year's Eve weekend. I'm going out lake with my brother-in-law. So I'm not going to be available this weekend. So he's like, oh, no, I said, well, what about tomorrow night? He goes, let's do it. So tonight, which is yesterday, tomorrow, we're doing a launch meeting for him. And we're going to be sharing this with some of his friends that he wants to expose us to. So get a time when you get a few people together and we can meet at a Breadco, a Chick-fil-A, Starbucks here. He's actually having a meeting at his church. He's got access to the youth department or something where, you know, we're going to meet there. So very cool. So schedule your launch meeting. use the Saturday call. It's going to take place Saturday at 11 a.m. Use that call. Invite people to check it out. I've got recordings, so all that stuff will take. Okay. Get set up and learn how to use the ISO tools. Now, this is $9.95 a month or $14.95 if you get the desktop and the phone. Most millennials, you don't even have a desktop anymore, so you don't need it. So just get the $9.95, and then everything you need is right there on your phone. So the ISO tools is right here. It's that app. And so when somebody goes to that app, it's got all the videos, all the PDFs, the research, anything I could want. So if I'm talking to a young man like you, I'm going to look for the Start Your Life video. I'm going to click on it. When I click on it, it comes up, and I've got some options I can share with you: the email, text, social media. I copy the link. I got all these options. So this is a video we watched at the beginning, remember? So I'm going to send this to you. Copy it to my clipboard. I come back to my text. I paste it in here. I send you the text. Now, when you get that text and you click on that link, I get notified that you're watching my video. That's cool. That's why I like this as opposed to just send them to ISO movie or something like that. That's also good. Okay. Need to add your name there. All right, so that's ISO Tools. You do not have to buy it today, but please make a note to get that. In the meantime, there's another site called ISAmovies.com. ISA at ISAmovies.com. You can use that. And that's what Mikkel's using until he buys this. So last thing here, two last things. 3 bonus tips for your success. Write down your story. I've actually done a blog video like this teaching people how to tell their story. So write down your story. Your story is a good one. You just basically tell your story about how Mikkel started his own business. You were dating his sister. You saw it. You were interested. You asked questions. He introduced you to me. You tell your story about how you came, what you saw, what you liked about it, and why you decided to do it. Now, you don't have any experience with the product or income yet, so you can't share that. But you basically could share, you've seen someone who's full-time in the business, who's thinks he's going to do quite well in the next couple of years, and you tend to believe he just might. But you also know of other people that you're working with that are not thinking they're going to do really well. They're doing really well, and they're working with us to help us do the same. So you've got that validation. So keep your story short. People don't want a long story, but keep it short. Your life before Isogenics, how you discovered it, which is him introducing to you, and you don't have a lot of experience with it yet, so you got to kind of share our stories, but keep it short, and then how you feel about your future because of it. That's your story. Keep it to like 60 seconds. That link right there will actually teach you how to do that, but you got to get good at that. That's one thing I taught Cal when he was here, is how to tell a story, because that's what you're going to share. It's just like sharing your faith. You're going to share your story with people. If they're not interested, you dust your feet. It's okay. If they are, you share the video. If you go to ISAmovies.com, in fact, here, I'm going to give you the links on that. Second thing is write down your why. Why do you want to do this? And your why better be big enough to overcome some negativity you're going to come across, because you're going to come across. It's not going to be an easy all to the top, making $1 million. It's going to take a lot of work. You're going to have some setbacks. You're going to have some people you thought were going to do it that don't. It's not going to be as easy as you think. Michael said it perfectly. It's simple, but it's not easy. Or maybe he said simple. No, it's simple, but not easy. And that's very true. So be prepared. If your why is big enough, you'll figure out how to do the how. Next is your list. You can't emphasize that enough. You've got to get that on paper. I think by example, you saw mine. So get you a list that you can be talking to. And then the tracks we're going to run on: consultant, manager, director, executive. You tell me how fast you want to do them, and we'll put together a game plan to help you do that.
Okay.
Expose your business. This is probably the most important part of the whole thing right here. If you just come down here, teamhope.com, getting started at the very bottom, expose your business. I got two options: using the videos or using text audio recordings. I recommend either one. They both work well. If you use the videos, the Profession for the Next Generation, that's one I showed you when you got here. That's the link right there. The other one is Transform Your Life. Right here, it's the top of Be Set Free Life. So there's the two videos that you're going to use. One for the under 35, the 18 to 35, and then the next one is for 35 and older. So those are the two main videos you're going to use to expose people. It's super important that you pique interest. You're typically going to do that by telling your story and share the video. And make sure they watch the video. That's one thing I've got to emphasize. I'm free to do that. But if they don't watch it, I'm just going to watch it. It just saves me the 5.5 minutes at the beginning if they've already watched it.
Yeah.
And my time has been extremely valuable. I'm investing a lot of time in you today because you're worth it. But it's very valuable. So that 5 minutes, you multiply that by all the people I'm working with, and it's a whole day. So it's important for me that people learn to have them watch the video first. So the first thing I should be asking them, if I watch what's going to happen. When I get to the phone that you show the video to, that you introduce me to, here's my questions I ask them. I'm prepared. But if they don't watch the video, I got to watch the video first, so it kind of stalls. How do you know Raquel? Well, you told me how you know Raquel. What do you do professionally? You told me you're a student and you're working, I guess you got a video and you listen to what did you like best. Well, you haven't watched it, so I had to have you watch it, and then I asked you what you like best. You remember?
Yeah.
So we're doing this. Then typically you go through a few more things here. And this is the format that your prospects not taking through. It's all, there's a system in place. So for those of you online, there's my notes. Okay, let's go back. There's also audio. Some people prefer audio. And so if you want to use text or audio, here are some really cool text you can send to people that will get them the science behind the product itself, and the business side of it. So you got the three main aspects of a presentation right there. If somebody's really interested like you were today, you can listen to all three of those.
Okay.
That, you either do that or you take them through the presentation yourself. Either one, you're basically doing the same thing. Here you're letting the professionals do it for you.
Yeah.
Here you're doing it. You get those same 3 calls if you call that toll-free number right there.
Okay.
You can feel that everything's in place. You just got to take some time. I mean, I know it seems like an elephant right now, but it's just one bite at a time. It's all in place. It's all written down. That's it right there. You set the pace and become the example for your team to follow. Now, Mikkel's down in Bolivar at University. You and Will are here. Take advantage of that and plug in. Make this a priority. Now, you may only be able to invest 10 hours a week. I don't know. You got to kind of look at your calendar and decide. I can do 20, or I can do 30, or I can do 5, whatever it is. Just make a commitment and treat it like a job. Don't treat this like, if I do it, I do it. Let's do it. Let's get these goals. Let's put a few $1,000s in your pocket. And by the time you graduate with your associate degree, let's give you some options. Let's take money out of the equation and make it to where, what kind of life do you want to live? Create your own life, man. So excited?
Yeah.
Excited to work with you.
Excited.
Welcome aboard. All right, for those who watch this recording, it's up to you. Go do it. God bless you.